So I've got the camper in the garage, and I've taken off this panel that is the refrigerator heat exchange exhaust. And it needs some attention, but it was there just under the lid there, and took it off and got all that gooey gunk off there that they were using to seal it, which it wasn't very sealed, and there was no screening behind it or anything, so there's not one hornet's nest, not two hornet's nests, but three little hornet's nests. No, four little hornet's nests in there. That's fun. I hope you can see it. This terrible gunk that was used to seal it, which just comes apart like old bubble gum. Just kind of disintegrates. So we'll probably use a little silicone adhesive on that. I want to get the entire roof off. That'll be my first big project, but for a few days or a week or two, maybe I'll just mess around with it and get used to it and get inside it and outside it and know it inside and out. So all the electrical down here in this panel, there's a switch here connected to this fan. I don't know what good a power switch does in here, and it's all the wires are all hanging out over here. So all that's going to come out, but I don't see me starting by gutting everything, like taking all of this gas lines out and stuff. Let's see what that goes. But I think the second big project after the roof, or during the roof, will be the electrical systems, including designing and implementing my new solar panels, which I'm having a rough time with. These solar panels, they have a funny electrical profile. They're different than other solar panels, so I'm having some consternation over that as to which solar control panel I need to start with. And I think it's 100/50 amp, but we shall see about that if the math holds on that. Who's your daddy? Just took this long piece of railing off, and that's really all that's got the canvas held down, is the screws that held the railing on, and it looks like just a few staples along the way. Pretty sure we can do better when reconnecting it, but like I said, the canvas is still in pretty good shape, so I'll just give that a clean off, and then I think we'll take all the sides off. So I got that all cleaned off, and it, like I said, it was just stapled and screwed in, and then I'm going to take all these old hooks out. I'm guessing these hooks were for like a DIY awning that was on here or something, but they're just kind of rusty hole, sunk into the wood and drilled in through the metal. I'll end up probably sealing these holes up, but they're just, like I said, they're just stuck in here, and looks like they were just hanging probably some kind of shade tarp or something off of it, you know. But I'm just going to get rid of those and seal those holes up. But I wanted to go ahead and take this band off, this metal band. It looks like it's been lag bolted in and screwed in all the way down, and just see how rotten everything is under here, or what's going on under here, and see if I can't get a little bit better idea of what's up. So stand by for time lapse. Well, easier said than done. They're rusted. These little bolts, these little nuts are really small. I got a couple of them out, but they're really tough. And these, like I said, these big lag bolts are put into something. I wanted to get these out before I got it up, but and now I don't know. Tougher than I thought. I feel like that's going to be a theme going forward with this. Tougher than I thought, but fun. I'm still having fun. The fact that it's tougher and going to take longer and be more expensive is fun! Alright, so at this point I'm at the conclusion that these are going to have to be drilled out probably. Which means before I start drilling into the thing on a regular and just putting my own holes in and blowing those useless nuts out of there, which is going to have to happen, I think I'll get it popped up and get looked inside it again and look up in there and see what I can see is going on the other side before I start drilling. I don't think they're connected directly to the crank mechanism, which is ridiculously complicated. Crank mechanism, by the way. I mean, in theory, it's just it's not that complicated actually. But connecting it and removing it is, and then reconnecting it properly. I want to take video of myself actually doing it so I can reference it back. But it looks like that top bar isn't going to come off until maybe I get the whole roof off. So I guess I'll keep disconnecting the canvas and press on. Today I'm drinking the Upslope Pumpkin Ale, which I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. Pumpkin ale. Bleh. Yeah, I thought the same thing too. But this Upslope has kind of changed my mind on that. In fact, a lot of craft breweries this year in particular have a lot of good seasonal pumpkin beers, which, no, it's not something I would drink every day, all day. It's not a style of beer that has any other place other than in the season. But in the season, when you find a good one, like the Upslope Pumpkin Ale, when you find a really good one like that, you buy some and you drink some of it, because it's fantastic stuff. Let's see if we can get this outer strip off here. It looks like it's going to be a little bit tougher than the one on the other side. I got to stop looking at the little screen and concentrating on looking at my audience. I'll make sure that I don't show that I'm not wearing any pants. Okay, so let's see if we can get that peeled out of there. Float! They all float! Kiss me, fat boy! This whole edging is kind of giving me fits right now. I've got the canvas detached here, but these corners are real rigid. I'm going to have to probably deconstruct from the inside, I think. And I thought I was going to be able to get away with just taking the top ridge all the way around. But these things kind of box the entire camper in. And to get those corners off, I have to get all of this off. And there's a lot of it, especially up front in the curvature. I took this edge off here, and it definitely opened up the seam. There's a bunch of this gooey sealer that is like gum. It's like sealing gum, like a sealing strip of gum, because it comes apart pretty easily. It doesn't smells like rubber cement is what it smells like. But it's just gnarly on there. It's all nasty. Like, and I get it though. This is a very important seam to the overall construction. You can see the wood frame and those screws that were holding it all together So I should just clean this up. Put this back on. Maybe. No, it's just all part of getting this canvas off. It's kind of the last staple keeping this on. So if I can deconstruct this entire corner on the outside here, let's just see. Actually, probably just reinforce it a little, but that actually looks really easy to put back together, and that's that whole corner off. So I'll do the other 4 corners and we'll see what's up. This thing is awful big in my garage, but it's cool. Like, and I can't open the garage if I have the topper or the camper popped up, which is funny. So on this side of the camper I have to work a little tight, but I can get the garage straightened out a little bit more to where I can move it back and forth. These big surly staples in these corners are starting to see, and they're probably power injected. And now I'm probably going to have to put all those screws back in for the duration. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I gotta go get this other corner in the dark. Oh, yeah, baby. Tonight's video is brought to you by Goat Patch Brewing. It Takes a Tribe Red Ale.
Bronze winner at the Great American Beer Fest this year.
Is that right? Bronze winner at the Great American Beer Fest. Tell me a little bit more about Goat Patch Brewing. You got nothing. You got no game.
You caught me off guard.
You got
I was
no
not like
front of the
I didn't know I
camera
was going to
game.
become
Nothing.